going to sustain, be clear.
Hi guys, it's Sara Da Silva here. Today you're going to see my face that is a very, very, very special day for me because I am interviewing someone that I really admire. So, well, you and, of course, Chris as well, that is the person that introduced ZUU for me. And I think for my followers, the last year, they probably were like, oh my God, would you stop talking about ZUU, please? But it's hard not to talk about something that really changed your life.
Sure.
I have a fitness background. I was training for a while, and I was literally struggling to go to the gym, struggling to really get my passion, keep my passion for fitness. And I remember the first time that I came here, the first workout was in the bar, and I was working with the girl. He really pushed me, and I remember going and think, oh my God, that's amazing. I love that. Yes, I'm in. But what really took me even a while just to put into words what fitness, even nowadays when people ask me, I was like, you need to experience it. But I think you are the best person to let me know, to explain people what it is about, how did ZUU start, and why people love it. What's the big difference?
I can talk all day on this sort of stuff.
Well, he does have a podcast. You have a podcast that people can...
No, look, ZUU started in Australia probably for me personally about 12 years ago. I was 36 kilos heavier. I won't take up too much of your time. My background, I finished just with weights and doing powerlifting and that sort of stuff. I was 36 kilos heavier. I was broken at 33 years of age, young family, couldn't move. So many people can relate to this because everyone does weight, especially in sports, and our quality of life sucks. Our quality of life is very, very poor. My coaches didn't know anything about movement. I didn't know anything about movement besides b-boy in the younger days, doing some sort of dancing. My youngest brother was training at Sydney Olympic Centre in 2000. He was doing parkour. Cut a long story short, when we got together, as good brothers should, as good brothers should, I'd take him into my environment to push weights. He was quite strong. He'd take me into his environment to do movement. And I felt, if I was to sum up my effort in one word, I felt vulnerable. Okay, that's not a good thing when you feel vulnerable through movement. Movement is natural. That's what we're born
to be able to do that,
to do, right? So that stunned me, and that's the catalyst that set me on a journey, not to create ZUU. Okay, I didn't mean to create ZUU, and I'm very humble about that. My journey started to find what was stolen from me. Seriously, man, that's why I'm so passionate. It was stolen from me. My movement was robbed from me in the effort just to become bigger. And that's why I'm so passionate about empowering people. It's not about converting people to ZUU, it's about understanding movement has a place, ZUU has a place. So I trained in a park by myself for 18 months to 2 years, by myself, with no one. My beautiful wife came up with the name ZUU. That's where the name comes from.
The wives, they're good for names. But how did you manage to? Because ZUU is hard. It's hard, but I think what the reason I can come here and push, because not always. Two things that really motivate me about being here. First, when I'm feeling low, someone comes and, come on, Sarah, you gotta do this, you got this. But also, I always look to someone beside me and I think, she's doing it, I can do it. So I get really, really inspired by other people working, the work rate. But how did you manage to inspire yourself in the park, doing such a different movement and things that were kind of new for you as well?
Well, totally. So I'm probably I'm a little bit different in the sense like a unicorn. I can train by myself, and I'm driven by purpose. People need to understand the difference between motivation and inspiration. Motivation is an external stimulus to make you act and behave a certain way. Inspiration comes from within. It's the reason you're created, the reason you exist. That's who I am as a person. So in the beginning, it didn't matter if I was around anyone. I was on a journey driven by purpose. I was raised old school, respect for my elders, respect for women, please, thank you, truth, honour, inspiration, empathy, humility. I was raised on all those values. They underpin our brand. Why that's important for you to understand is what Sara is talking about. It doesn't matter how fit you are. the fitter you are, the lower you go in ZUU. In other words, your role is to serve people, not be on top and think you're somebody. I don't care. Okay, my role is to serve people. And the reason we train so hard is because life is hard.
Yes.
Don't come in here and train soft, because there's nothing you'll learn from that to apply to life. Fitness is small, life is everything. And when I talk like that to people, it resonates with the right people. And I call them salt of the earth people. Does that make sense?
I posted yesterday on Instagram about, it's actually a Bible verse about being the salt of the world. So you are the salt of the world. That's interesting. No, just sorry.
But I just need people to understand that. So when they're looking in, don't be intimidated by what you see, because there's all ages, all sizes, but we're all together. Humans, in my opinion, the human touch has gone missing. And it needs to come back. And I don't care what anyone says about that, okay? It needs to come back. People need to be together. Younger people can learn from older people, but society segregates everyone. ZUU brings them together. The more we come together, the more accountable we become. The harder we train together, then the more they can get out of life. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, it does. So one word for ZUU. If you had to describe ZUU with one word, what would you say?
Inclusivity.
Wow. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, that's the way you feel.
Yes.
Wow. I think it's enough. I think, you covered everything, because I know what a ZUU is about, and you really covered everything.
Yes.
I just want to really just say thank you for you and for your family,
yes,
just for sharing ZUU with us. But I think more than that, just to really follow what you say and be an example. You're a leader. You are a leader, and that's.
Can I finish with this? There's nothing special about me. I'm just a dad with 4 kids, and people think I'm someone. I'm not. The philosophy of ZUU is, if you inspire one, you can inspire many. If I inspire you and your brother's been in a car accident and you learn movements, you will go and help someone else. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then they come back to the source of knowledge. That's why we grow, because we're grassroots. That's the way we spread, through people. People still buy people. There's so much fake garbage out there, and I'm sick of it. There's so much fake garbage out there. People are looking for people. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
So dig in to ZUU, and you'll see the physical, social, and mental aspects of health.
So I think we can finish with one thing. If you inspire one, remember, you inspire many. Let's do this. How is it?
1, 2, 3, ZUU!